Hey guys, Kev here, and I want to do a video on the best non-knife products of 2021, okay? So these are products that I've used this year, I've carried this year, all types of stuff that I absolutely have fallen in love with. There's different versions of all these things, but there can really only be one winner for each category, we'll call it. So I kind of want to go through knife maintenance first, okay? So your best Loctite product, okay? I don't want to show every version of everything because I'll be here all night. I have so many kinds of all this stuff. But as of right now, my favorite type of Loctite is this Vibratite 121 Thread Locker Blue that I got from KPL. Shout out to KPL for sending this my way. You can use my code LEFTY10 at knifepivotlube.com. But I absolutely am loving this stuff. I've tried the gels. I've tried the liquids. I've tried the sticks. I've just tried all of it, right? And I was using Permatex for most of the year, which was like a gel, but it takes like 2 days to cure. It's so annoying how long it takes to cure. It works well, but it takes forever to cure. And then I got this stuff and tested it out. And basically, it's in a tube, right? Just like the normal Loctite blue liquid is, except this does not leak all over the place and all over your screws and all over everything. Yes, it's not like leak proof, but it's essentially leak proof. You can see I don't have any all over me right now. You just squeeze enough to get it out and onto the head of the screw, and it just kind of dribbles around. Doesn't dribble, it kind of just goes around the threads and in real nice and easy. Use a tiny little bit, and then you just put the cap back on, put it away. Boom. It's just so easy, and this stuff cures much faster. I had it sit for a couple hours, and I swear it was cured. I don't want to risk it, so I left it overnight anyway, and I definitely know this stuff cured overnight. For me, in my situation, I've used it a bunch of times now, and it cures overnight, which is awesome because I want to play with my fucking knives, right? So this is the best Loctite for me of 2021. I know this stuff existed beforehand, but I didn't know about it, and I'm making this video. So Vibratite 121 Blue is awesome. You can get this on knifepivotlube.com. You can get a tube like this. I think it's like $2 or $2.50. So, I mean, use my code. You get, 10% off or whatever. And then, get some other stuff while you're at it. I'm going to show you more stuff anyway. But that's the Loctite. Next up. The best cleaning product for 2021 for knives, in my opinion, is this. These KPL microfiber sticks have absolutely been just a godsend for me this year. And they came out this year. They created these. It's basically a plastic stick, and then it has a microfiber little tip on it. It's kind of like a Q-tip. So, and under that Q-tip is just kind of like a thin, pointy tip, which I use for a lot of stuff. But these are amazing for cleaning out bearing pockets, cleaning out the stop pin pocket, or when your knife is actually assembled, cleaning out like down in there, or when your blade is open, cleaning this area, getting some oil out of there, right? Or getting into this area and cleaning that, or cleaning this, like whatever you want to use it for. It just works so amazingly, and it just makes things a lot easier. I put alcohol on them, and I'll wipe them into the lock bar, or try to get it into that detent path or whatever onto the tang of the blade to try to stop any lock stick on certain knives. There's just a lot of uses for these. And then when the Q-tip part comes off, you have a little pointy stick, and I use that for stuff too. These things are awesome. They're cheap. They come in these 100 packs. They come in or this might be 50. I don't know. They come in like 25 packs. They're cheap. Again, on the website. A lot of this stuff is going to be Knife Pivot Lube, guys. I love them. I love their products. I can't really help that. Yes, I'm sponsored by them, sort of. I have a code there. I'm an affiliate, and they send me giveaway stuff for my live streams. But I've tried other stuff. I will keep trying other stuff. If I find something better, I'll switch, right? But these microfiber Q-tip things, amazing product, guys. Best Lube 2021, again, gotta be KPL, Knife Pivot Lube, guys. And it's not really because the standard lube is better than anything else. Like, everybody talks about Gunny Glide right now. And Gunny Glide I tried. It wasn't for me, but I totally understand if people like it. And Scott Gunn seems like a nice guy. He donated a shit ton of Gunny Glide and Gunny Juice to the Knives Live 2021, so I have respect for the man. But this is sort of a standard weight oil, right? They then have KPL Heavy, and this is where it's at, guys. I have not been able to try the Heavy Nano Oil yet, so I need to do that, and I can compare them. But this is why I love KPL Lube so much. Knife Pivot Lube Heavy on a detent ball track is just a game changer on so many knives. It will help wear that track in. It'll smooth it out. It'll give you more drop shut action. Obviously, it's not guaranteed. It's not going to change a shitty knife. But on a knife that's close to drop shut, you drop a little bit of that in, bang. Like, it's just epic. It's a heavyweight oil. I absolutely love KPL Heavy. Again, original is great. I put it in the bearings, whatever. But you could use Gunny Glide. You could use, nano oil, whatever weight. Like, Orion Knives now has an oil. That would work for that. KPL Heavy is where it's at. And now they make KPL Ultralight, which is for OTFs and automatics. It's a very lightweight oil. And that is going to be good for those type of knives where you need, like, you just need it to be lightweight. You don't want it to be holding back the action, so to speak. So they have all three products now. They're working on a new bottle. And again, I just love Knife Pivot Lube. I love the company. KnifePivotLube.com. Use Lefty10, okay? So that's enough shilling for KPL there. Best bearings 2021, guys. I have tried Gillian's, Skiff's, Taco bearings, Delrin bearings, stock plastic bearings, stock stamp bearings. I've tried a gazillion different bearings this year. I even bought bearings that aren't even for knives to try in knives. Nothing ever worked. But I got to give this one to Skiff bearings, guys. They are so consistently good. It's not even funny. They fit more knives than most. They really, really, really help with shoring up the lateral strength of a knife, in my opinion. So when I say lateral, I mean side to side. So there's some knives where you get blade play, right? You could tighten that pivot all the way down and you still get some type of blade play. Or you start to close the knife and right here there's some pivot play. Some people call it pivot lash. Some people call it pivot play. Whatever. I have OCD with that. I don't want pivot play. I mean, do you? Do you want that play when your knife is between open and closed? No. An example of that, very popular example, is the Urban EDC F5.5. This was one of the knives last year where I sort of discovered skiffs. Because it bothered me that when I would disengage the knife, it would really give a good amount of play right in between here. And I'm talking about side to side, like what you would call blade play, but from here down, right? Until it locks up. Now, some people aren't going to care about that at all. It's not going to bother them, right? But I put skiffs in and boom, it was completely shored up. And I even got a little better drop shut action. It's not bearings. You can watch my rant on this. It's called Knife Rambles bearings, I think. And replacing your bearings, it's a misconception. Replacing your bearings does not mean you're going to all of a sudden get a guillotine. That's not what it does. I would say that they do improve that drop action by like 5-10%, sometimes more, sometimes less, you know? But it's really about this lateral sort of pivot strength. That's what it's really about. So the diehard skiff guys or bearing replacing guys like me and knife nerd reviews, that's why we do it. So I just wanted to kind of point that out. You can watch a video on that. But skiff bearings, guys, again, so consistent. You get very good ceramic balls. You get a solid phosphor bronze cage. So it's basically like a washer with bearings in it. It's just really, really well done. Tolerances are fantastic. And the best part, they make so many different sizes. It's not even funny. They have bearings specifically for certain knives like the Evo 2.0 they came out with this year. The Demco 8020.5, they had bearings come out for that this year, specifically for those knives. So I just really love skiff bearings, and they definitely take bearings of the year for 2021, guys. All right, next up, best EDC Hank company of the year. I want to give an honorable mention to a couple companies. I really love Mad Pal, love Maddie, great person, great Hanks. I really love Shadowborn Hanks, again, great person, great Hanks. I recently discovered Issuing Stitches, and I just haven't been able to carry these long enough. I literally got them like last week. They are the closest to this winner that I have found so far. So big shout out to Issuing Stitches. They've also been really cool so far. So those are the honorable mentions, but the winner of this category is going to be Renegade Provisions Co., Renegade EDC. Chris makes some of the best Hanks in the business. You have to feel it yourself, but they're a little bit thicker around the seams because he really, really has detailed stitching. Look at that. If you compare that to the Hank in your pocket, you'll see what I'm talking about. He uses optician's grade or whatever style microfiber, so it's very good microfiber. And for me, who uses this on my glasses, on my knife, on my phone screen, I want this type of microfiber, just so soft, so smooth. It's not going to scratch your glasses or anything. I mean, make sure it's clean, obviously. He has this epic leather tag on his Hanks right there, Renegade Provisions Co. You know, the only downside might be they're expensive. It's $25 for a Hank, where some of them are like $15. But the quality, guys, the material, you can just see it. I mean, if you can't see it, you can for damn sure feel it. He does cool collaborations with people in the community like Bearded Gear. I just bought a Hank that was a Niche Designs design. So it's the If You Know, You Know shirt with all the knife steels on it. I just bought that Hank, have that on the way. It's a good size Hank, and it just is just the best of quality that I've found so far. So really, really awesome Hanks, guys. Check out Renegade Provisions Co. I'll link all these companies below. But, yeah, awesome Hanks from him. Now, we're going to get into some gear sort of stuff, right? The best EDC pen of 2021 for me was the Refine Co. EP1. Absolutely just a treasure of a pen, in my opinion. It takes the Parker refills, which is the size that I love. It has a bolt action, but it's so minimal. I normally don't like a bolt action pen because that bolt sticks out and it weighs the back end of the pen down. It makes it ass heavy. But this is such a lightweight bolt. It even has a copper tube in there. Such a lightweight bolt that it doesn't matter. It just is lightweight and it's super fidgety, guys. I know plenty of people who've annoyed their wife doing this. So I'll stop. This is a titanium one, polished titanium. I believe this is like $50 or $60 on their website right now for titanium pens. I mean, guys, go try to find that somewhere else. They're normally like $100 or $90, $150 for titanium pens. Absolutely fantastic. Yes, it's not going to be as seamless as, you know, a Saga or something tactile turn that costs twice as much, but it's more lightweight in my opinion. It's got a thinner profile than those knives. It's shorter than those knives. I just really, really enjoy these refined pens, and it's literally been my go-to pen for a long time. I tried a lot of pens this year. I tried the Pena pen. I tried Tactile Turn. I tried Nottingham. I've tried others. I just can't think of them. And this is by far the best one, the most EDC friendly. It has enough of the tip that comes out that it's adequate for me. I like when you get enough tip. That's what she said. I hate when a stubby tip on a pen. It writes just excellent. It's just fantastic. And then the price point. You know what I mean? You get steel ones for, I think, like $35 or $40. And then they have titanium. They have copper. They have all different options. And you can get multiple and then mix and match like tubes and barrels and whatnot. Just kind of cool. Really, really good pens. The Refine Co. EP1 pens. That is your pen of the year for 2021. Next up is going to be flashlights. So I have one honorable mention, and the winner is a new to me flashlight. So it's just been that good that I have to put it in as the winner. So the honorable mention is the Raylight Pineapple Mini, guys. Such a good flashlight. If you get the 10440 batteries, you can get 210 lumens with this guy. This is the polished titanium. It's like $60, I think, for polished titanium. I got a tritium vial installed in the back from Raylight, so I think I paid an extra like $5 or $10 for that. Deep carry clip. One of the reasons I love this is because this clip is deep carry, but it's not ridiculous like the Olight clip. I have an absolute hatred for this clip, and that's because it will snag. So you have this in your pocket. This side will snag on stuff, and it'll take it right out of your pocket. I've had it happen. So I really like this pen. Downside, you don't have the cap thing, right? You can't put it on your hat, but that's okay. Excellent flashlight. You have a tail switch, which has half clicks, and you have basically high, medium, low. You can set it to a bunch of different things. A downside is the programming sucks. The instructions are really hard. You basically need to look it up, and then you need to watch a video, and you need a friend. It's like you need a friend to ask your stupid questions to, because you're going to have some. I carried this for a lot of the year. I had a couple different ones of these, and I absolutely love the Raylight Pineapple Mini. But best flashlight of 2021 has to be the Dapper Designs Ion flashlight. I got this recently, a couple weeks ago, and man, is it amazing. 650 lumens in this tiny package. I mean, look at it compared to the Raylight. It's slimmer, thinner, shorter than a Raylight. Packs 650 lumens. You have a side switch right here, so you hold down for half a second and you go into normal mode. You can cycle through low, medium, and high up to 650. It'll only do like 10 minutes on 650 though. I think it does an hour and a half on this and like, I don't know, 30 minutes on this or something. Then you hold down half second to turn off. Double click for a moonlight mode. You get 3 of those. And it has memory, so it remembers where you were on each of these. Hold down to turn up, and then triple click for strobe. I'm not going to do it in case anybody has epilepsy. You have a, I don't believe there's any further programming on this that you can do, but I don't think you need it. It has a USB charging port right here, which is awesome. I would call this a deep carry clip. I mean, you have this little thing sticking out, but it's so slim. I mean, it's the best part, not the best part, but one of the coolest things about this is it has a magnet on the back. So again, you have, bang, Stevie, that's like the 50th time I've used that magnet. Inside joke. So you have a magnet on the back. You just get a lot of functionality with this in a tiny package. It's titanium and it weighs nothing. And guess what? It's $60. You can go to Dapper Design's website right now and buy it. At least as of this video, they still have it. There's a black aluminum version, which is probably even lighter, and that one is $50. I mean, some people, Urban EDC claims it's made in America, but I didn't see that on Dapper Design's website, so I'm not going to state that here. Could or could not be made in America. It does have the, I believe, Nichia light in there, so where Raylight kind of has that warm color, the Dapper kind of has that sort of, I don't know what you call it, blue. It's not bluish, but it's more like, I don't know, you just get more warmth with the Raylight than you do with this, if that makes sense. So hard to explain, but I hope that made sense to you guys. But yeah, $60. This thing's an absolute home run. It actually, this made me sell my bougie $400 flashlight I had. Well, I traded it plus cash I got for it, but because I don't need it. I got this. This is the only light I need. And then I have the Raylight as a backup. Dapper Designs Ion, guys. Absolute gem. One of the best just non-knife related things I got this year. Quick shout out before I get to the final piece. Quick shout out to AirPods. Absolutely. You got to get a set of wireless earpods. Or AirPods, earbuds, whatever you want to call them, Pixel Buds, whichever ones you want. Guys, these are awesome. They're just so good for me, for live streaming, for work, for when I'm walking the dog, walking with my kid, doing anything, phone calls, like they just watching YouTube. They just come in handy all the time, and they're on me. I almost never not have a set of AirPods on me, so I definitely want to mention them as EDC Gear, and I think AirPods from Apple are the best version. Not everybody agrees with how great the sound is and all of that. They're just so easy, and they fit my ears perfectly, and they don't have those little nubbins on the end. I don't like shoving things in my ear. So for me, this kind of AirPod is perfect, and they just fit me right. So shout out to AirPods. Okay. The best pocket tool / in my opinion, the best non-knife related piece of gear in 2021 is the Vero Engineering Fulcrum. This is hands down the best pry bar on the market right now. The best EDC just pocket tool you can get right now. I don't need the fancy ones with the bottle openers on the side and the gimme gizzers and the jimmy jazzers. Just give me a Fulcrum all day, every day. Now you'll see here I swapped the clips because this clip, I just got this blue wash one. So real quick, let me show something cool off. I just got this from Joseph, and he laser etched my channel logo on the back. How cool is that, guys? And if you haven't seen Grady's Gears version of this yet, you should go check it out, because Kyle, Jake, and I, we got him one of these with his channel logo and his daughter's name right here, Skylar, who was born today, actually. Congratulations to the Grady family. We absolutely love you and wish you all the best luck with your new daughter. So this thing is amazing. The Fulcrum, guys. I switched the clip because you could see this clip has been beat to shit, right? It's been in my pocket since Kyle got me this. Kyle got me this one as a gift, actually. I don't know when, early summer, maybe late spring. It's been a while, guys. It's been in my pocket since then. Just absolutely an amazing tool, but I beat the shit out of the clip. So I figured I got a new one. Why not put the beat up clip on here, and eventually I can put the new clip back on, right? But I kind of like the contrast, and it kind of gives me a reason to carry one or the other, right? So that's why I did it. I might go back, but who knows? Anyway, the Fulcrum, the reason it's so good is because you have a 5-inch or 5.5-inch pry bar, which you can get a good grip on. You can get a grip and do something with this. I've had the Lynch Northwest ones. I had the 2.5 and the 1.5. I've had the Damn Designs pry bar. I had the Novel Carry pry bar. I had the TP, oh God, what's that thing called? The Tiebreaker. I have a space bar on order. We'll see how that one goes. But none of those you could just hold. Oh, I had the Pena pry bar. You couldn't just hold one of those and do what you need to do. Pop a paint can because you have a bottle opener shoving into your finger, or you have a deep carry clip pinching the shit out of you, or whatever. Just always had jimping down the side. Just always an issue. This is long enough and gives you enough grip to get and use that pry tip and actually do something with your pocket pry tool, right? Then it has the bit driver. And that's the key for me, guys. I'm a dad. I used to carry it thinking, yeah, it's cool because I can, tighten up my pivots or whatever. No, I'm a dad. I'm constantly unscrewing and rescrewing toy battery shit and fucking putting things back together and whatever. And this just works so well for it. And what I've ended up doing is carrying the Phillips and a T8 because all my knives usually, most of my knives have a T8 pivot and or clip, right? So I have that in case I need it for the knife. Then I have the Phillips, because obviously Phillips for battery covers and shit. And then I don't need a flathead because I have this. I can use this as a flathead, or I can use a key or something else as a flathead. I don't feel the need to have to carry that one. So I have everything I need in this little package, and if I want to carry more, I can drop more bits in my pocket. The only negatives to this, I think, are I kind of wish it was 1/4 inch, but that would... I'd have more bits and more, you could swap more. Because this is the only thing I have with mini bits, I think. The micro bits, 4 millimeters. So that's a nitpick because I don't want it to be fatter or anything. So it's just a kind of observation. The O-rings work fantastically. I recommend the full-size fulcrum, guys. I would not get the mini. As much as I love Joseph and love his products, I don't like the mini fulcrum because the O-rings are under the clip, and then... if you don't want the clip, then you got to get all this other stuff to make that work. And it's just, I don't know. Then you don't have the reach you do and the grip. So I just recommend the full size. It fits into a normal jeans real easily. And he can do cool laser stuff now. I mean, I don't know when that'll be available to like the public. I know he was just testing it when I reached out to him, so I got lucky. But the Vero Engineering Fulcrum, guys, is just the best pocket tool you can get right now. So that is, I guess, the winner of best non-knife product of 2021, guys. The Vero Engineering Fulcrum. We have the Dapper Designs Ion flashlight. We have the refined EP1 pen. We have Vibratite. We have KPL of all varieties. We have, man, the best maintenance item you can get. These little Q-tips are amazing, guys. Of course, AirPods. I think that... oh, and the Renegade EDC Hanks. Renegade Provision Co. Hanks. So there is your non-knife gear of 2021 highlights. So I love you guys. I really appreciate all the support. If you want to subscribe, please do. Hit the like button. I love my Patreon patrons and my members. I really appreciate you guys. You really help the channel out. So if you want to join as well, join button down there. Link to Patreon below. I will link as much of this stuff as I can. Yeah, that's it, guys. You let me know in the comments what's your favorite products of 2021 that's not a knife. I'd love to hear that and interact with you guys. I love you all. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will catch you later.